I don't think CRISPR's a good idea. I don't think it was ever a good idea. The article says the technical simplicity that makes CRISPR such an exciting technology, and again, I do not agree. When God plainly tells us in His Word that He wrote the book of man's DNA, He plainly says it in Psalm 139, word for word, there it is. In thy book, all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned. Here's our DNA model here. Continuance were fashioned when as yet there was none of them. Everything here was written by God. He owns the copyright to it. And God said it. He said it in Deuteronomy. He said it in Revelation. Thou shalt not add to the words that are in this book. He also says you should not, he says in Deuteronomy, you should not diminish aught from it, which basically means don't reduce it, don't take anything out of it. And then he says it more plainly in Revelation. If any man shall take away from the words that are in the prophecy of this book, I will take away his name out of the book of life. Period. You're dead now for doing this. The end of the article says, the technical simplicity that makes CRISPR such an exciting technology also risks, get ready for the finger on the button here, also risks creating an unruly beast. And the truth is, people, there is zero way to stop this. What does this have to do with Bible prophecy? I think it has everything to do with it. I think God telling us not to mingle things in our DNA. And then what do we have? We have the fourth kingdom in Daniel chapter 2 doing exactly that. They are mingling themselves with the seed of men. And man is going to willingly go along with this. Man and the people that I talk to, we are all in agreement on this thing. I don't see anyone at gunpoint being forced to have a mark put in their right hand or in their forehead. I don't see it. I don't see it in the Bible. I think people are, in fact, let's read this Bible. Can we? 2 Thessalonians 2. You can look at Revelation 13, that the false prophet causes everyone to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. The cause is being generated right now. People are going to want this. They're going to want it to cure their diseases. They're going to want it to give them, they're going to want it to postpone hell. If not, eliminate any possibility that they'll even go to hell. That's what people want. They want to bypass hell. They want to bypass the consequences of their own actions. When you look at Genesis 3, that's exactly the bill of goods that the serpent sold to Eve. Because she was told by Adam, we cannot eat of this tree. If we do, we shall surely die. Now, she added to the words that she received. She said, neither can we touch it, lest we die. She added that. Adam did not tell her that. God did not tell that to Adam. She added. She is the wicked nature. See, the wicked nature of man was already present there. She added to the words of God. And then the serpent just stepped in and said, oh, ye shall not surely die. You won't die. Not surely. And Eve said, stop calling me Shirley. Then he says, oh, God doth know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes will be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing. You see, we're talking about technology now that is going to give mankind the possibility that, number one, he'll not surely die. Number two, it will advance him to such a high altered state that it will become literally a god, and that he'll have this supreme knowledge. Think about it. Think about if your brain was connected to the World Wide Web right now, and I don't mean through you holding your phone or you looking in your tablet. I mean literally close your eyes and tell your brain to access the World Wide Web and then view or participate in any of the web's content. Just like that. You have instant access. I looked up the word altruism before the program today. I didn't know what that meant. I kind of had an idea, but I wanted to be sure. So I didn't have to get up and stroll over to a huge book library where I found a dictionary and opened up the dictionary to the right page where the word altruism would be there in alphabetical order. I mean, we're teaching kids alphabetical order now, and 10, 20 years from now, that teaching could be obsolete. They wouldn't have to know how to read a dictionary. They'd just have to think web. And the World Wide Web then delivers them the information directly downloaded to their brain. I'm not making this up. This is where we are. This is the technology that we're marching toward right now. And the thing that the serpent sold to Eve, those things are coming to pass in our lifetime, people. Imagine it. We are that generation. We are. 2 Thessalonians 2, here is a sign that mankind is going to willingly receive the mark, willingly participate in his own transformation, not at gunpoint, not being forced to, not having men in black come to their house, drag them out to a government van, take them off to Area 51 somewhere, give them some kind of tattoo or microchip embedded in them, and then all of a sudden they are slaves of the Illuminati. People are going to choose this. 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth that they might be saved. Which basically means they didn't want the Bible. They didn't want to read the Bible. They didn't want anything from the Bible affecting their life. They hated the Bible. They received not the love of the truth. Jesus said, thy word is truth. Present tense, is, right now, truth. But they don't receive the love of the truth that they might be saved. And so God says in verse 11, for this cause. See the word cause there? The false prophet causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, 6 groups. For this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. See, the mark of the beast, the man of sin, the son of perdition, I mean, it basically says, oh, you want to be an adulterer? Well, we don't care. We don't care. We're not judging anybody. We'll give you this mark, and then you can be all the adulterer that you want to be. You want to be transgendered? Why? We'll give you that. The beast is androgynous anyway. He is opposites. He is not and yet is. So you can be whatever you want to be. You can keep all your sins and still be accepted in our new religion. And people are going to go, yeah, why not? And that's what they're going to go for. The deceivableness of unrighteousness. Sin lies to people, and people believe the lies. They would rather believe the lies than believe the truth because they get to keep their sin.